Hey everybody, it's Shane Jochen. I'm back. A few minutes before we start down at Honolulu. We've been cruising for about 4 hours. Been a real quiet flight. Nothing really happening. Passed a few planes going the other direction, but other than that, um, not much else. I elected not to do a step climb to flight level 360 because the step climb was about 150 nautical miles before our top of descent. It didn't really make a lot of sense to burn the fuel to climb up there just for that. So, uh, right now, looks like we are. Yeah, let's take a look. We are 40 nautical miles from the top of descent, so let's take a look at the weather and our descent and arrival briefing here. So, let me bring that up on the screen. We'll navigaph here. So, first thing we'll do is take a look at the weather. So, at Honolulu right now, the wind is 080 at 16, gusting to 23. So there's a 7-knot gust right down the runway. 10 statute miles visibility, few clouds at 2,500, scattered at 4,500. Altimeter is 3007. Let me write that down. 3007 and plus 7 gust. Okay. We're going to be descending via the Inouye 1 arrival. Okay, so a couple crossing things we need to take a look at here. We need to cross Joel at or above 17,000. Bambo between 10 and 15, so let's make it 12,500 at 250 knots. Init at or above 8, and Inouye at or above 8. And from Uka, which is our transition that we're going to take, we need to be at 210 knots at 6,000 feet. And we'll be expecting the ILS 8 left arrival approach at Honolulu. And I'll go ahead and take a look at that approach plate as we get a little bit closer in. That's our plan right now. And that's where we're at right now. Okay, so that's our descent briefing. We'll take a look at the FMS to make sure all those crossing restrictions are in there and make sense. So Joel at or above, Bambo 12.5, Init at or above 8, Uka at 6,000. So we got everything programmed in that we need. Actually, what we can do here is take out that flight plan discontinuity and connect the dots here, since we know we're going to transition directly onto the Uka intersection for the 8 left arrival or approach. I don't need the vectors. We're going to go just fly it as published. So this is the one I need to look at here. Selig at 220. That's about. Oh, max is 220. I don't want to do that. So we're going to go here. We're going to take out that speed and let the FMS recalculate the speed. Yeah, I don't want to be doing 220 knots at Selig. So what that's telling you is that we need to be no faster than 220. Here, and I'll show you on the. Let me show you on the thing. Tell you what. Let me go ahead and set our altitude. Since we have no ATC right now, we're going to take it all the way down to 4,000 feet, which is our initial approach altitude. No reason not to. Profile to 4,000. Oh, got a little bit of traffic off the left there. See if we can see him. He's higher than us. Maybe that's it right there. Yep, look at that, look at that. There we go. United Airlines. United Airlines something or another. He's obviously leaving Honolulu right now. Anyway, let me take a look at the ILS approach here. Here it is. Selic at 4,000. It doesn't say anything about PACO. Max 10 knots. Mandatory 6,000 feet. Okay. And this nice little rectangular approach into the 8 left ILS approach there. Okay, and we're starting down, crew. And at this time, we're going to do profile down to 17,000 per the arrival. Anyway, I was looking at this. So we got to pick up Uka at 6,000 at 210 knots, and the rest of this we're going to use FMS speed. But make sure that we cross Selic at 4,000 feet, and that'll set us up for the arrival. Really nice. And here's kind of our vertical guidance here. At Big Tree, I guess that's what that means. 2,200 down to the touchdown zone, which is at 13 feet elevation. The minimums for this are 200 radar altimeter. That's already in. Go back to the arrival now. And we're right here. Okay, 2,000 feet per minute or so. 2.4, heading down. Alright, we're just a little bit high on the path, but the FMC will compensate for that. Let me set my radar to be looking down a little bit. There we go. In case we pass through any weird weather that I need to see. That's the overhead here. Okay, everything's looking good here. We got 30,300 pounds of fuel on board. I'm hoping to land with 25. I think I may have underplanned a little bit. It's still a work in progress trying to get this fuel planning right on this jet. It says we're going to land with 26.6. I don't know if we will. I was aiming for 25. I normally, for landing domestically, I like to land at about with 20,000 pounds of fuel. With this over ocean stuff, I like to have a little extra margin, so I planned for an extra 5,000 pounds of fuel on top of my normal reserve that I like to carry. So ideally, I want to land with 25,000 at Honolulu. So we'll see if we get that today. All right, just transitioned over to indicated airspeed instead of Mach for our descent. Go back onto the performance page. We're a little bit high still. I might need to throw a little spoiler in there, speed brake. We'll see. Right now it's not telling me I need it, so I'm going to trust the FMC to get us down where we need to be. Yeah, it's already coming back in. If you see right here, this is where we're supposed to be, and this white line is where we're at. It's correcting. Look at our path is only 50 feet high, so we're good. I love these new hotkeys I got. Check this out. Isn't that cool? Right window. Oh, in the clouds. Descending through 22,000, flight level 220 for 17,000. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. And our altimeter is 3007. So, real quick, let's talk about the approach while we're descending here. Molokai VOR off to the left. Molokai is over there, see it? Alright. Let's talk about the approach. So, I'm going to do a flaps 35 landing. Actually, take that back. I'm going to do a flaps 50 landing because we have a 7 knot gust. And with 7 knot gust, we need to add a few knots to our approach speed. So typically what you'll do is you'll add half of the gust to your approach speed. So let's add 3 knots to this. So I'm going to manually put in V approach 158. And then the FMC will recalculate everything. So our approach speed for landing with flaps 50 is going to be 158. Now, if we were going to do, well, no. What if I cleared that out if it reset it? Yeah. Yes. Flaps 50, plus 3 knots, 158. That's going to be our approach speed, right? And that's, again, adding half of the gust to the wind that we're going to expect coming down. Standing by for transition altitude and our in-range checklist. Add drag, okay? It's already telling me it wants me to add some drag, so let's put some drag in right here. Actually, we need to add a lot of drag. Okay, transition altitude. Altimeter is 3007. On a standby, 3007. There we go. Okay. I'm going to keep the spoilers in. I want to get us slowed down here a little faster. Or speed brakes, rather. Speed brakes in the air, spoilers on the ground. Add drag. Okay. I think we're good. Just about there. Okay, drag out. Okay, profile to 12.5. In-range checklist. Okay. Altimeter set 3007. Windshield anti-ice is on. Seatbelt signs are on. Wing and runway turn-off lights are on. Status page. Actually, let's go status page. It's checked. No issues there. In-range checklist complete. Perfect. On speed, on course, on profile. into the cloud layer we're going to be passing through here shortly. Okay. Bamboo 250. We need to start slowing down at 250. 250 thrust. Yep. There it is. She didn't like my spoiler deployment there. Okay, profile to 8,000. Okay, looking good. A little fast. I'd like to start getting her slowed down. Let me get a little more speed brake in there. See if we can get this speed slowed up. Okay, no visual on the airport yet. It should be off to our 1 o'clock, but it looks like we got to pass through a layer of clouds here before we get there. Okay, put the spoilers up, speed brakes up. Alright, we're on speed now. As you pass through 10,000 feet, let's go ahead and start getting our landing lights on. Hey, 10,000 feet, we're on speed. Okay, next crossing is going to be Enet, at or above 8,000. Most likely for some terrain avoidance. I think Diamond Head is there. I think Diamond Head is directly underneath that. Overneath that? Underneath us. Overneath? I don't think that's a word. Peek here, how we looking? Path looks good. Clean minimum 211, slats at extend minimum 71. Landing weight's gonna be 446.8. Alright. Hey, 215. Let's go ahead and get some spoil. Let's get the slots out now. Tell you what, let's go flaps 15. Still waiting to break through this soup here. Okay, profile down to 6,000. On course, on speed, on profile. Okay, approach checklist. Briefings are complete. Altimeters are cross-checked. 3007. Minimums 200. Radar altimeter is set. Nav aids are checked. We're letting the NavRad do that automatically. And IHNL, LILS is showing here on my primary flight display. Coming right. I'm gonna pick up the head towards the Uka intersection next. There it is. Picking up a little bit of turbulence as we go through this layer here. Oops. A lot of turbulence right now. Okay, profile down to 4,200. Reducing speed to 192 knots. I'm gonna go ahead and go flaps 28 right here. Actually, we're like almost to beam the. We're not a beam, we're past it. Let's go flaps 28. Still waiting to break through. Thousand to go. Wow. A lot of turbulence here. Hoping to break through here soon. Ah, starting to see some blue down there. That's good. Okay, we've got a turn coming up here. Pick up the initial approach fix. Let's go ahead and arm the approach mode. Okay, coming right. Okay.
Stabilizer motion.
Check. Profile down to 4,000. Waiting on localizer and glide slope. Okay, I got DME on the ILS 8 left, 16 miles out. Okay, glide slope and localizer are alive. We're still in the soup right now. It bounced around a bit. Okay, coming right. Looking to pick up the localizer. Glide slope is starting to come in. Okay, localizer captured. Way down the glide slope. Okay, glide slope is captured. We are on the ILS. Let me go ahead and make my announcement here. Honolulu traffic, UPS 2116 heavy on the ILS 8 left approach. Still in the clouds, man. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Look at this. Look at this. Alright, gear down. Still waiting to break through here, guys. I think 2,500 we should break through. Landing gear down 4 green. Let's go flaps 35. Spoilers armed. Auto brakes minimum. Still waiting for contact.
Stabilizer motion.
Check. I didn't expect to be IMC this long. We should be breaking through soon, though, I hope. Okay, 2,500 go. Still no contact with the ground. Let's go flaps 50 and B4 landing checklist. Okay, lights on. Spoilers are armed. Auto brakes minimum. Landing gears down 4 green. Flaps 50. Okay. Yep, we're starting to break through. Okay, runway in sight. Just barely here. Okay, dealing with some gusty winds. That's why we added a few extra knots to our approach speed here. Nice thing is right down the nose. Honolulu traffic, UPS 2116 heavy on final, 8 left. Okay, let's check the throttles, make sure we're aligned. About there. Stand by for autopilot disconnect. Okay.
Autopilot.
Okay, I have it. A little out of trim here. A little fast, correcting. And these gusts.
300 minimum. 200.
Landing.
Lights.
Oh, I'm fine.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Lights slow.
20. 10.
Oof! Whoa, that nose came down hard. Oh, man. Wow, that nose came down so hard. Okay, manual braking. Reverse idle. And reverser stowing. Why did I hit that so hard? Woof. That nose just dropped on me. I might need to work on my flight model a little bit here. Alright, we'll roll out to the next intersection. Looks like you're going over to Echo. Echo. Yep, we'll stop here. Got a little low on the approach there too. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up here by 4 left and clean up and figure out where we need to taxi to. Braking brake. Alright. Spoilers on, disarm. Flaps up. Off. Alright. Landing lights off. Strobe off. APU. Start. Let's see. APU light, stab trim. Let's go ahead and get that start down. 2.5, nose up, flaps up, auto brakes off, spoilers disarm, radar. Radar is off, transponder standby. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. We're at taxiway Echo, about to cross the 4s onto the cargo ramp. All right, let's go. Honolulu traffic, UPS 2116 heavy is clear of 8 left, taxi crossing 4 right and 4 left to cargo ramp. Man, I gotta work on that derotation. I slammed that nose down. I don't even know why that happened. That was rough. I don't even want to know what that landing rate was. 204 feet per minute. It's okay, but look at our touchdown speed. Really slow. We floated a long time. Not ideal. Not my best landing for sure. Not my best landing. All right. To be honest with you, I don't come here very often, so I got to figure out where exactly I'm going. For one, I need to taxi correctly. I just way overshot that taxi line. I think our cargo ramp is over there somewhere. Kind of borrow those containers. Yep. That looks good. We'll go in there. Let's get some simulated marshals here. Hey, parking brake set. Let's go with our shutdown checklist now. Okay, shutdown checklist. IRS is off. 1, 2, 3. Emergency power off. Anti-ice off. Windshield defog off. Ignition override is not being used. Emergency lights off. Seatbelt signs. Beacon light off. Okay, fuel levers. 3, 1, 2. Okay. That's it, guys. Tell you what we'll do here. Let me make sure that my smart cars captured the... Yep, file our PIREP. I think what we can do now is kind of review the landing. I'd like to kind of see what that looked like. I might use the replay thing here and take a peek at it. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and log off of XPilot, which is our VATSIM connection. Cool. Let's see if we can watch a replay here. I wonder why it's showing that at the bottom. Alright, you guys want to see a replay? Well, too bad, you're going to see it anyway. Oh, tell you what. Before we do that, let's do our job correctly. Ground ops. Open everything up. The chocks are in, so we can release the parking brake. And on the overhead, I'm going to go to external power and stop the APU. Oh, you know what? For the replay, we need to have all this stuff closed up, or it's going to show us with doors and stuff hanging out. Okay, let's see if we can do a replay here. Toggle replay mode. It'd be nice if the spoilers weren't up. Alright, let's see how this looks. I have a feeling it's gonna look terrible. Man, we got way too low there. And then we floated. Touchdown, and it just dumped the nose. I wonder why it dumped the nose so hard. Huh. Oh well. Alright. Anyway, I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you on the next one.